Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, that's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along. Okay, first up, please, guys, the postage is so expensive. I really want to thank Margie for sending me this beautiful tarot deck. I am going to admit it's not my style of deck, but my daughter has absolutely latched onto it. So I hope you don't mind, Margie, but I will give it to my daughter. She's actually got the Oracle version of this particular deck. So thank you. Absolutely gorgeous. The Tarot of the Woodland Wardens. It's a gorgeous deck. So hope you don't mind if I pass it on to my daughter. And also, Virginia has sent me, well, I always need a couple of really good pens, so thank you for those. But also, she sent me uh, this particular deck, Tarot with Keywords. I haven't opened that yet, an anime deck, so this is going to be quite interesting to have a look at. And this particular deck as well. Can't say I've come across it before. Necro oh, what you know the word. So yeah, I shall have absolutely great fun having a look at those and investigating. Virginia's also sent me some beautiful red poppy seeds that I will plant in the garden. I'll actually move them to a brown paper bag just to keep them nice and fresh. And I will pop them in the garden when I get my garden going. Just want to say though, Australia's pretty strict on the biosecurity, so we're lucky that those snuck through without getting pulled up. But yeah, absolutely. Thank you. You guys are just amazing. And look, to be honest, it's just enough to have you here with me. So love it. Okay, what do I want to have a look at? Oh, if you haven't seen it, check out the video I did yesterday with Otzi. That was just a beautiful video, and it amuses me, or I find it quite interesting that talking about things such as has Mitch snuffed it, will get 10 times the views as a gorgeous video about Otzi man who lived 5,300 years ago. And so I am looking, going into the future, probably doing more of the spiritual stuff, more of the non-political readings. So don't hesitate to check them out because they are really interesting. Okay, what do I want to have a look at? Oh, first of all, if you haven't checked out Epistemic Crisis on YouTube, he does little short sort of 90-second videos daily about the health of the orange idiot. Check him out, absolutely fabulous. And he was talking, the last video that I saw, he was talking about the fact that during the presser yesterday, the orange idiot, and I call him that because he's orange and an idiot, couldn't remember words such as video. He was talking about moving cameras and yeah, he made up words, but I've also noticed over the years that when this starts happening, means that even the orange idiot doesn't believe what he's saying. So he was doing this while he was talking about talks with Iran and how Persia are very close to coming to a deal and blah, 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 and how Persia fear us and all the rest of it. When he gets those accordion hands happening, even he isn't believing what he's saying. Literally, his lips are moving, he's lying, but a lot of it he actually believes because he's convinced himself, for example, the vandalism of the reflecting pool. How long is Janine going to be there? I don't know. The judge that he put in place, or prosecutor or whatever she is, who dropped the case in regards to the vandalism and basically said it was just a poor contracting job. Yeah, he's convinced himself that there was vandalism, and in his failing mind, he believes that to be true. So when he believes something to be true, he doesn't get the hands going. But when he's talking about something that he really knows is not true, yeah, the hands start yapping away. Okay, what do I want to have a look at in this particular reading? I'm not going to read on it today, but I think, isn't it absolutely fabulous? Dr. Abdul Essayad in Michigan is leading the Democratic primary. He's a progressive, socially minded Democratic against the corporate Dem. Now, a lot of money was put into the corporate Dem, whereas Dr. Al Sayed had to raise a lot of his own funding. I love it. I love it that money is not buying the votes anymore. So isn't that brilliant? We'll keep posted with that. So what do I want to have a look at in this particular reading? Well, I might have a little glance at Max Miller. And then I want to move, yeah, we're back to politics. And then I want to move to Jack Smith testifying at the invite of Chuck Grassley. Yeah, be careful what you wish for, Chuck. Okay, so Max Miller has been, oh goodness me. So he's now come out and said that he wants an investigation. He wants an investigation to be held so that he can clear his name in regards to allegations, entertainment only, of domestic violence levelled at him by his ex-wife, Emily Moreno. Now, Emily Moreno is the daughter, I believe, of I'm not sure if he's a congressperson or a senator, but in the House or Senate, but I think he might be Senate. Didn't really look into that. But apparently Father Moreno is being gay social media sites ranting on about how accusations against Max Miller are not true. So he's pretty much throwing his daughter under the bus on gay social media sites, allegedly. Just okay. Yeah, interesting. Um, now, what's happened is apparently Miller's very competent lawyer, attorney, released nudie photos of Miller's 2-year-old daughter. Oh, please. Um, to a drop box that was accessible by people who probably shouldn't have had access to it. So yeah, absolutely. Best of the best as always. But I just wanted to have a look to see how this is going to come out for Max Miller. I get the feeling when I was talking, now the reason why I'm reading on this is because one of my gorgeous viewers brought it to my attention this morning. The fact that this is all happening at the moment, and I immediately got the feels that Emily Moreno, who was his, they were married from all of about 2.5 years or something, 2022 to 2024. His previous partner, Stephanie Grisham. Now, I don't know whether it's Stephanie Grisham or whether there was someone in between. She was only his partner for 12, 18 months at the most. So he doesn't have a very good reputation with the ladies for longevity of relationships. I got the feeling that one of his previous relationships is going to come forward with a Me Too accusation. I don't think Emily Moreno is the only one that he has allegedly had domestic violence issues with. You want that card? Okay, I've suddenly got a really itchy nose. Why have I suddenly got a really itchy nose? Does that mean, and now it doesn't mean I'm going to kiss a stranger, does that mean he's lying? We know he is. Okay, come on down, let's have a look. I'm just going to do this very quickly and then we'll move on to Jack Smith, who is a subject I'd much rather have a look at. Okay, Max Miller. Ooh, end of his career, I think. Emotional regret, emotional loss, self-inflicted, I'm just going to say self-inflicted loss. self-inflicted regret. He's brought it upon himself, and I suspect that Emily is not the only one, but let's see where we go. The challenge is the Page of Swords. New truth being brought forward. I keep thinking there is another that will come forward with allegations of abuse. So let's see where it goes. Okay, the energy he's stewing in. He does not want to know about it. La, 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 la. If I ignore it, it'll all go away. Denial, denial, denial. That's the energy he's stewing in. It's almost like he cannot believe, how do I put this? Thank you, guides. He cannot believe how he is being, how he is being portrayed. He's like many narcissists, and I'm going to call him that. He's got an image in his mind of how he comes across, how he looks, how he behaves, etc., and it's not what is being presented. So he's in denial about what is being put up. Okay. The challenge is, in the past you've got the Strength card, so he had the commanding position, but it's in the past. His strength is in the past. Yeah, he's lying. He is lying. So we've got the Seven of Swords at the top, trying to get away with abuse, trying to get away with the lies. He thinks if he denies, then somehow that will become true. But he is lying about he's claiming his innocence. Yeah, he's lying. We know that. You got the World card. Immediate future. Endings. Things coming full circle is what I'm really feeling about with women. Things coming full circle. There's going to be a lot of extra news that comes forward, a lot of extra information that comes forward with that. We've got the World card and the Eight of Wands. And internally for him, the Ten of Wands. He's trying to control the narrative, but it's overwhelming him. And he's not going to be able to get it to the finish line. Hopes and fears. He is trying to come up with another angle. Okay, Two of Wands. He's trying to come up with another angle, another way he can present his side of the story. Okay, but the outcome. You've got the Lovers, the unbalanced relationship, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, could be making a financial offer to make it go away. And then you've got the Fool, though. I don't think it's going to work because then you've got the Knight of Wands. Volatile information is going to come out. Might even be two other women because you've got the Three of Cups here. And then the Four of Swords. He's going down. He is absolutely, there may even be three women that come out. Got the Death card, you've got the King of Pentacles. This is the underlying energy. The Death is a significant ending of his financially lucrative position. And then you've got this infighting happening, the throwing under the bus, argy-bargy with the Five of Wands. What have we got here? You've got the King of Cups. And emotional action being taken, the Devil, and then the Chariot being forced to move on. So if he doesn't resign, he will be forced to move on. I think there's going to be at least one other, if not two other women come out and tell their story in regards to Max Miller. Okay, entertainment only. couldn't happen to a nicer guy, and for some reason, they all seem to be on in this particular party, don't they? Okay. What I want to have a look at is news is out. So that's Max Miller. Let me get rid of him. With his very competent attorney that released photographs that Anyhow, I'm going to have a look at Jack Smith. So what's happened is Jack is being subpoenaed by the Senate Judiciary Committee, by the chairman, Chuck Grassley. Yeah, gosh, I think he's going to regret this. Or he's been summoned. I don't know whether he's actually been subpoenaed. Oh, there's a Pudwood. Hello, Pudwood. Yeah, with that tail. Finally grew into the tail. So Jack Smith is planning to testify before the Senate Judiciary Committee. I think it's 22nd of September. It was an invitation from Grassley. It wasn't a subpoena, it was an invitation. Now, I suspect Grassley is going to come and regret this. Now, remembering how they treated Dr. Fauci last week, I suspect they think it's going to be a replay of that sort of carry-on. Yeah, they so underestimate Smith. Okay, Smith stands by the decision he made as special counsel and looks forward to the opportunity to appear before the committee in a public hearing to correct many mischaracterizations of his tenure, according to the lawyers that replied to Grassley. Grassley said lawmakers need to hear directly from Smith as he criticised his work as a special counsel. Okay, so Grassley has said, in the process of a deeply flawed, weaponised investigation, Jack Smith subpoenaed phone toll records from a dozen senators. No, he didn't. They were on public record in the archives. So, no, he didn't subpoena. Scooped up text messages from over 40 members of Congress. No, he didn't. And subpoenaed the private communications and financial records of hundreds of other Republican entities. Said Grassley, he needs to answer directly to Congress for his actions. Grassley, so if I say he's totally FUCK'd in this, yeah, he's got it so. Earlier this year, Smith testified before the House Judiciary Committee. Last month, that panel's chairman, Jim Jordan, the one of the wrestlers, referred Smith to the DOJ for criminal prosecution for obtaining the lawmaker's text. Now, I read on that last month, and Smith's lawyers said the referral reflects a chilling eagerness to weaponise the DOJ by attacking a career, non-partisan public service who faithfully and fearlessly performed his duties. Now, I did get that if that goes ahead, the DOJ prosecution, the discovery is going to be really regretful. So we've got the Sun card and the Tower card. What is going to be revealed is going to be explosive for the regime, not for Smith, for the regime. So let's have a look. How is this going to go? So this is now he's been called in front of the Senate committee. Let's have a look. 22nd of September. Hopefully by the time I finish reading today, we'll have some news on the Michigan Democratic race. So I really hope so. That'll be interesting, but let's have a look. The doc versus the corporate, the progressive versus the corporate. But let's have a look. How's Chuck Grassley going to feel? Oh, goodness me, isn't he about 97 in the shade. Oh, how's he still going? Okay, how's Chuck Grassley going to feel after? Let's have a look. Actually, how's he feeling now is what I'm wanting to ask. Now that Smith has said, yeah, sure. How's he feeling? Ooh, Four of Swords. He might try and call it off. Because there's a harsh truth here with this Knight of Swords in the background there. There's a harsh truth being presented. And the Four of Swords in the foreground here. Seeing this symbol, and I'm hearing the word Paxis. I'll have to look it up. Paxis. I'm not sure what that means, but that's the word I'm hearing. Actually, I'm going to pop you down and actually look it up. Hang on a sec. Okay, I'm not quite sure how this is playing into it, but if I have a look, Paxas with an AS is a period of peace that's been forced on a large area such as an empire by the most powerful nation at the time. Now we know that's not the US at the moment. Apparently their armaments are down to about 80% at the moment, but it's sort of an anti-aggression, it's a conflict solving, etc. However, Paxis, US, is an instinctual type of person who needs to learn that trusting their gut is a good idea. So I don't know why my guides are giving me those two words. Feel free to throw a comment in and I'll see where it comes to. So, okay, let's have a look. So yeah, we've got the in retreat, being forced to withdraw in the face of this harsh truth. So how's Chuck Grassley feeling? We've got the Nine of Coins here, the Nine of Pentacles. It's about the wealthy individual that is in their own little world and has benefited very nicely, thank you, from potentially insider trading or something, but they're not listening to public opinion. That's the challenge. Okay. Oh, at the bottom we've got the Tower card again. So destruction, implosion. How's Chuck Grassley feeling in regards to this? We've got Judgment coming up behind to Jack Smith's acceptance. I don't think he's terribly happy with it. And then you've got the Five of Cups, the regret, the emotional regret. I'm really feeling like this was a threat challenge, especially in the wake of the attack on Dr. Fauci. I feel like this is a regret. And because it's not a subpoena, they were expecting Smith to say thanks, but no thanks. Okay, where's this going to go? You've got the Two of Coins trying to juggle the information about the documents, and remembering Jack Smith had two cases. There was the January the 6th and there was the Florida documents case. You've got Temperance externally trying to spin to his own advantage. I'm talking Grassley here, trying to spin it. But then you've got the Five of Swords. The lying, the stealing, the abuse of power, the win at any cost, the betrayal. So you've got two fives and a Tower and Judgment here. Oh, it's not looking good for Grassley. The hopes and fears, the Seven of Pentacles, attempting to harvest something. That's what he's hoping, but he may also be regretting the harvesting because Pentacles can mean the documents, the outcome, the Emperor, making some sort of declaration, my way or the highway. Page of Swords, information being brought forward, and then the Eight of Cups. How's Grassley feeling? Walking away. Presented with some new truth. I think this Emperor here is Grassley, like he thinks he's going to be in control of the situation. I think it gets closed down really quickly. I think as soon as Jack starts bringing some information forward, Grassley pretty much closes it down, closes the line of questioning down. Okay, we've got the Strength card. We've got the Five of Pentacles. That's 1, 2, 3 fives. And then the Page of Wands bringing forward new information. The Seven of Wands trying to defend against this new information, but it is too big with the Ace of Wands. And then you've got the Sun card. Full exposure. You've got legislators here with the King of Wands. This is those in the Senate, the Ten of Cups ending of the happy families, the Six of Cups because of what happened in the past, and then you've got the Steel there. Oh, there's my Harris card, and the Government, and the Devil, and the Ten of Swords, and the Lovers card, the agreements, and the Chariot as secrets are released, and the Ten of Wands. It all falling apart on him. I suspect that Grassley is regretting. So it was because it wasn't a subpoena. It was I think he was told to send the letter with the expectation that Smith wouldn't accept. He'd go, yeah, nah, I'm already done with that. The Fool and Judgment as I'm shuffling the deck and splitting it. The Fool, Uncharted Waters, and Judgment. So Jack said, yeah, I'm coming. Bring it on, because he knows that they ain't got nothing on them. So how's Jack Smith feeling about this? He's bringing forward truth about treason. Got the nightmare situation with the Nine of Swords. So we've got the Queen of Swords internally. So this is internal. Doesn't need to be male or female. It's just internal truth. He knows that he holds the truth. Three of Swords, treason. And he scares them. The Nine of Swords. He's not scared. He scares them because of the information that he can bring forward with that Page of Pentacles about the steal, the abuse of power, the win at any cost that happened in the past. I've got these two cards again. They've got the Five of Cups. These are on top. The Five of Cups, the regret that will bring about this Tower moment. Then you've got the Justice card. And then you've got the Two of Swords and the Two of Cups. So it could go either way, but the veil is falling away. And there's some sort of agreement here. Okay, what's this agreement? Because he's got evidence of, and I'm going to say treason, because if the orange idiot, because remember it was the documents case he was really involved in, if there is evidence, and we know there was, that was shut down by Canon, that, so what they're questioning him about is the January the 6th though. But he's got evidence that the orange idiot stole and sold documents to foreign adversaries. Allegedly. Yep. Nine of Wands. He's got information that he's sitting on that he's had to surrender because of being blocked to bring it forward. Okay. He knows. Oh, I get frustrated. I can't imagine how frustrated he gets about this. He's actually quite clinical. I don't think he gets frustrated. The High Priestess, the hidden agendas being brought forward, the Justice Department, and then the Ace of Coins, new documentation being brought forward or something like that. It's Grassley, you goose. Good. But I'm going to call him a goose. Let's have a look. How is this going to play out? How is this going to play out? Okay. Page of Pentacles fell out, which is new documentation brought forward. Oh, there's the Tower card on the bottom. How's it going to play out? It is going to be devastating for those that were involved. And this is September. This is only, 6 weeks away. New information about contracts and agreements that were made with the Lovers card, dark money behind the scenes. I've always said follow the money trail. The government in the past, the higher authorities with the Hierophant in regards to the government, the regime being installed, crowning the reading the Death card. He is bringing an information about agreements that were made, money that changed hands that will bring about an ending, and then justice immediately after. Temperance card externally, King of Cups. This is my Biden card. Biden signed into law, past Congress, so it can't be undone by the orange idiot, that if there was foreign interference and any treason or anything like that in the balloting process, the regime could be removed. The Hermit, the hopes and fears, he's been waiting to bring this information forward. The outcome, 8 of Cups, walking away, the Devil, and the 5 of Coins. The moral, financial, ethical corruption. So you're going to drop the cups about those connected to the Devil, and the Page of Swords again, and then the Queen of Swords, and then the Treason card. You guys saw me shuffle, didn't you? And agreements that were made and information that was passed. And then the 9 of Swords. I don't think he's going to be able to trying to legally move something forward here. And then, as I said, on the bottom, you've got the Tower. Walking towards something new with this 8 of Cups. Those that tied themselves to the Devil, moral, financial, ethical corruption, again, money changing hands. New legal information about treason, could be about election stealing, because there's something more here, because this is also my Harris card. So we've got Biden and Harris. Treason, betrayal, agreements that were made. I'm legally trying to move it forward. We're going to have to see how it plays, but he's so got the goods to bring about this ending. This ending. Any 2nd of September. Be watching that with interest. Grassley he's been waiting for a long time to bring this, whatever it is he's going to bring forward, and that will bring justice. And as I said, there's Biden and the Temperance card, balance, moderation, but also alchemy, creating something new. And there's the Star card. He's going to really shine a light on something. Grassley, I'm just getting Grassley's going to try and shut it down. Once they think they're going to trap him, oh gosh, they're idiots, aren't they? They think somehow they're going to trap him and give the DOJ something to charge him with. And I think once Jack starts bringing information out that shows them what fools they actually are and what really happened, I think Grassley's going to try and shut it down, like pretty much slam the doors. He's going to attempt to. Might be too late though. Okay, let's see how it plays. Looking forward to it. Catch you shortly. Bye-bye.